beloved child. Stop for just 60 seconds. This is not filler. This is not noise. This is the voice of one who laid down his life for you. I died so you could live. I walked the road of sorrow so your road could be lined with hope. For 1 minute, will you listen with your heart and not just your ears? Will you let these words find the part of you that's tired, worn, and heavy? I gave everything so you wouldn't have to carry the weight of shame and fear any longer. All I ask is 1 minute, 1 breath, 1 honest prayer, 1 soft yes. I know your nights. I know the pillow soaked with silent tears. I know the moments you pretended to smile so the world wouldn't ask questions. You have been running, pretending, bargaining with life, trying to patch the holes with things that never hold. Money, approval, success, a new relationship. They all feel temporary because they were never meant to be your rest. Your soul was made to rest in me. I died so you could come home. Will you come home for 1 minute? Maybe you think you have to be perfect to approach me. Let me stop that lie right now. You don't. Perfection was never the price. My love met you in the mess. I reached into the darkest places of human despair and pulled hope out by the roots. For every mistake you made, for every regret, for every time you thought you were beyond repair, I know. I chose to step into the ruin, to stand in the gap, because you are worth more than your worst day. I died for you when you were not looking, and I rose so new life could flow into your broken places. Will you watch for 1 minute and let that truth sink in? Listen to this story, not because it's some polished tale, but because it's the kind of real thing that could be you. There was a woman who believed she was too far gone. She had built walls around her heart so thick that even sunlight couldn't find her. She tried to drown the emptiness with noise and distraction, but the hollowness remained. One day, someone sent her a short message. I died for you. Will you watch 1 minute? She laughed at first, but something in her whispered, just 60 seconds. She clicked, she listened, and in that tiny moment, she felt a warmth she hadn't felt in years. She knelt, whispered a broken prayer, and that minute changed her course. The chains began to loosen. The shame lost its voice. Her life didn't suddenly become perfect, but everything had a new direction, toward healing, not hiding. That minute was the hinge on which her whole life swung. Perhaps you are skeptical. That's understandable. You've been burned by promises before. You asked for help, and it didn't come. You begged, and it seemed like the world turned its back. But remember, timing is not the same as absence. Just because an answer looks different than you expected, doesn't mean it's not coming. I work in ways that confound human expectation. Sometimes I whisper. Sometimes I move loudly. Sometimes I open doors. Sometimes I close them to reroute you to something far better. The cross was neither hidden nor subtle. It was the loudest statement of love ever made. I died so you would know how serious the rescue mission was. Will you take 1 minute to trust that love? If you are carrying guilt, listen. Guilt is a weight I do not want you to carry. I took guilt upon myself so you could walk free. There is a road out of the prison of I'm not enough. Step by step, you can leave it behind. Say these simple words right now, even if they tremble. I believe you died for me. I want you, oh, help me. Those words, spoken in a humble heart, begin a healing that no one can undo. You don't need eloquence. You only need honesty. Will you give me 1 minute of your honesty? I know fear has been a constant companion for some of you. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear that your past will define your future. I see those fears, and I stand against them. The cross is the ultimate counter to fear. It says love is stronger than shame. Mercy is stronger than condemnation, and grace is stronger than your mistakes. When I died, I tore down the dividing wall that kept you from full life. I did not die in vain. I died that you might step into courage, step into purpose, step into a calling that was meant for you. For 1 minute, choose courage over retreat. Will you watch that minute and choose to believe? Maybe your heart is numb. Years of hurt can calcify joy until laughter feels foreign. Let this minute be a tapping on the glass of your soul. You're not meant to be a statue of sorrow. You were made to dance, to sing, to love, to be loved. I died not to condemn you, but to rescue you, to restore a melody to your mouth and a spring to your step. Small steps matter. If you can only whisper, "I'm open," that's enough. 1 minute opens the door. A lifetime of grace can follow. Think of Joseph, who was thrown into a pit and sold, who walked from prison to palace because a divine purpose refused to let him be defined by his pain. Think of the woman at the well, whose shame was known by everyone. Yet a conversation that lasted minutes transformed her into a witness that changed a whole town. Think of the thief on the cross, who, in his final hour, traded despair for paradise with a single word of faith. These were ordinary wounded people touched by an extraordinary love. That same love is touching you right now. For 1 minute, imagine a new story beginning for you. I know some of you are thinking, if this is real, why didn't it happen before? There are answers you will see in time. There are mysteries where answers come as you walk. But here is what I promise. Every season of waiting is not a waste. It's a workshop. I use the waiting to shape trust, to deepen dependency, to purify motive. The cross was not an accident of suffering. It was the engine of salvation. The pain was used for purpose. If you allow me 1 minute, I will start to show you the pattern of redemption in your own life. This minute, I ask, is not merely for words. It's for a posture. It's a moment of surrender. Close your eyes if you need to. Breathe in. Breathe out. Imagine handing me the heaviest thing you've been trying to carry alone. Feel the relief of letting it go, even in your imagination. That letting go is the first step to real change. Tell me plainly what you've been carrying. You don't have to do it perfectly. Just begin. Will you give me 1 minute to hear you? There is power in testimony. If this minute touches you, don't keep it inside. Speak it. Type Amen. If you feel something stir, share this minute with someone who might need to hear it too. Faith grows when it's spoken and shared. Sowing a simple super thanks is also an act of worship. It's a small seed that says, I believe what was spoken to me mattered. It's not about supporting me. It's about responding to what God has done in you. If your heart moved even a little, plant that seed of gratitude. I died for you. Will you watch 1 minute? That minute can be the threshold where your fingers unclench from fear and your spirit begins to breathe again. It doesn't erase your history overnight, but it redirects your future toward healing, toward community, toward purpose. You were not made to wander alone. There is a family waiting, a shelter for your heart, a purpose for your pain. The cross is the bridge to all of it. If you find it hard to believe, try a simple experiment of faith. Say, Lord, I will give you this minute. Show me if you are real. Then watch for the small ways. An unexpected calm, a memory of a prayer answered, a nudge to call someone. God often answers in whisper and gentle rearrangements. Keep your eyes open for those little confirmations. Don't dismiss them as coincidence. Often they are the first dominoes of a breakthrough. And finally, my beloved, hear this. Your life is not a mistake. Your scars are not shameful. They are scripts in a story of redemption. I died so the pages of your life could be rewritten in grace. 1 minute of honest listening is enough to start the pen moving again. So, will you watch 1 minute? Will you let love speak louder than your doubts? Will you allow the cross to be the turning point of your today? If your heart said yes, even quietly, even with trembling courage, then act on it. Whisper to me, I receive you. I believe you died for me. Help me live for you. That moment, that minute, is where the healing begins. Type Amen if you mean it. Share this with someone who needs to hear that they are not alone. Give a super thanks to honor the truth that touched you, and then step forward with expectancy. Because when love that strong meets a willing heart, mountains move, chains break, and new life begins.